My summer day. Some time ago during the summer season, I was walking on one of the streets of my town, Maria Baja Bolívar, and I found a friend of mine that studied with me when I was a child. After talking with her during many hours, we both decided to take some time to relax and go to the beach. But which beach? That was definitely the million-dollar question. But suddenly, she said, "Hey dear, don't you remember the last beach we visited when we were at the school?" "Sure," I said. "I will never forget that day." "Why?" she replied. "If that beach, Playa Blanca, was the most beautiful beach I have never seen before. A quiet beach with a beautiful view that you could spend many hours staring at it and you would never get tired. And our visit there was completely an adventure." "Yes, I agree with you, but seriously, don't you remember what happened that day?" "No," she said. "Okay, let me help you remember. That day, the unforgettable thing started at 7 a.m. The weather was that hot that seemed like hell, and the sun was shining like diamonds inside the water. So, I woke up at 7 a.m. and I decided to go to the beach and have a relaxing time. A time in which I could rest and feel that I was alive. And of course, do what we agreed. 3 hours later, when we arrived to the beach, you invited me to take a boat and spend some time strolling around the beach. It really was amazing because I had never had an experience like that before. So, as was to be expected, at noon, everybody was on the beach taking a bath, but me, I was with you on the boat. At 12, you were preparing yourself for going to have lunch, and me too. Before leaving the boat, you took some time to do something else inside the boat. But me, as always, I decided to throw myself into the water. But what I had not realized was that we were not in the shore of the beach, and I didn't remember that I couldn't swim. "Oh my God," I said to myself, "Ingris, today you will die." No doubt those words were coming true, because I began to immerse myself into the water as the Titanic did it, and I began to swallow the sea water. At that time, I thought, if I scream loud, perhaps someone could help me. So I started to shout and asking for help, but anybody heard me. And I began to shout louder and louder and louder when I couldn't see my feet, neither touch the sand inside the water, breathe very well, and I felt that the cold and the fear of the death was taking possession of me. Oh no! I got desperate, and I felt that I was dying, and that a shark would come and it would eat me as a buffet. The most delicious buffet it had never eaten before, and that those were my last minutes on this earth. However, I continued shouting and crying, but nothing happened. To tell you the truth, my dear friend, I thought that I was dying and saying goodbye to this beautiful world. But suddenly, unfortunately, as I told you before, my dear, you were on the boat. Do you remember that? Anyway, when you heard my desperate voice asking for help, immediately you jumped into the water trying to rescue me. But at the same time, we were sinking in the sea. I didn't let you help me to go out of the water. And I didn't let you swim well either, as we learned in the swimming school. But, as always happens at the end of every single film, when some people checked what was happening, they decided to help us. Oof! I felt that my life came back to me, and I saw the light at the end of the tunnel. And thanks to God, this last minute came to be the most exciting and blessed minute of all my life. And I said to myself again, it is a miracle. I came back from the dead. And I decided not to throw myself into the water anymore. Not until I learned how to swim.